If you know anything about me, you know that there are very few things in the world that I take more joy in than watching the AAA industry get its booty clapped by the indie and AA industry. It's the reason why even if a game isn't my cup of tea, I'll happily join in and cheering it on if it's from the indie and AA sphere, or if it's a AAA game that's doing something that other AAA games aren't really doing. I'm happy to encourage these things. It's also why I make entire videos about companies like Ubisoft completely dookie the bed, and gamers around the world carrying the dookie around the town square. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I have become increasingly frustrated with the AAA sector of the industry, as many people have, and most of my criticisms are the same as everyone else's. I think it's ridiculous that gaming has become so expensive, especially in the console sphere. I don't believe there is any logical reason why games need to be so expensive to make these days, but of course they are expensive to make these days because AAA publishers care more about putting the money on screen, and the more money we put on screen, that makes the game better. All the while, gameplay is getting simpler and simpler and more streamlined and less optimized because you're putting your money into things that do not matter in an interactive medium. And I also think it's completely fucking insulting for the cost of digital games to be going up so much. There's no physical overhead. A digital game can be mass produced infinitely at no additional cost to the publisher. Why are digital games going up in price? And then when AAA bigwigs make statements about how we have to charge more for our games because the budgets are so high. Oh, I didn't know it was the gamers who told you to make the budget so high. Those high budgets sure are giving gamers what they want though, right? No, actually they're not. So you're spending more money on things we don't care about while letting the things that we do care about become less of a priority, and yet you are demanding more money from us. Go fuck yourself. Which brings us to Hollow Knight Silksong. Now, frankly, I don't know where the astronomical hype for this game came from. I'm not complaining that it exists. Obviously, the first Hollow Knight is a very good game, and obviously a sequel to Hollow Knight is going to be very hotly anticipated and widely desired. That makes sense to me. I just think it's interesting how much hype this game got. That's what I wasn't expecting. I knew people really liked Hollow Knight. I just didn't know people liked Hollow Knight this much, but I digress. Hollow Knight Silksong finally came out on September 4th, which was a Thursday, by the way. That's going to be important. And as of the taking of these screenshots, there's 500,000 people playing it on Steam alone. We are exactly one person shy of 529,000 people playing this game, and I'm taking this screenshot at about noon, again, on a Thursday. We're supposed to be working right now. It's not even close to peak hours, and there's over 500,000 people playing this game on Steam alone. I would also like to point out that not only is this game receiving overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, it's also being sold for $20 a pop at a time where high-profile games and games that people really care, if you're looking forward to this game, you better be ready to drop $70, and you gotta be okay with paying $80 for games, man. $80, that's just the way the industry is going. It's not my fault. My name's Randy Pitchford. If only there was a big CEO in gaming who could fight against $80 games, but man, it's not my fault, bro. $70 are what these games gotta cost, $80 in the future. Then Hollow Knight Silksong comes around and slaps $20 on the door. You do not need a massive budget for a game to be widely successful. You do not need a massive price tag for a game to be widely successful. And again, this is 500,000 people on Steam alone. In fact, hang on. I took that screenshot at about at like noon. I'm recording this commentary at about 3:30 because I just got off work because again, it's a fucking Thursday. And how are we looking right now? Oh man, see, this game really fell off. We lost a whole bunch of players. We're only at 427,000 players right now. Gosh, Hollow Knight fell off. I remember when people liked Hollow Knight. The day is not today, apparently. It lost 100,000 players in one day. My God. It's like, dude, the numbers that this thing is doing on Steam is ridiculous. The numbers that this thing is probably doing on the Switch is also ridiculous. This is like a bread and butter third-party Switch game. But one thing I'd also like to point out, another reason why this game is just completely schlonging the entire industry, and I love it, is because there's this giant misconception going around that's like subscription services like Game Pass are complete detriments to the industry. You put your game on Game Pass, there's no way it's going to be financially successful. You know what game launched on Game Pass? This one. This one is playable on Game Pass on console and a PC, and yet these are the numbers it's putting up on Steam for paying customers. It's almost like if you make a good product, people will pay for it even if there is an option to get it cheaper. It's almost like the Game Pass issue is not a real issue. It's not an issue with a service existing and the consumer having options. It is a problem with games not being worth their asking price. And I love that people are just gonna ignore this the next time it's convenient. Like, oh, no, Game Pass still is bad. Consumers having options still is bad because, you know, it's only different this time because Hollow Knight's only $20, you know? This is only the case because Hollow Knight's $20. Oh, okay, so you agree that the problem isn't with subscription services, it's with games being overpriced and consumers not being willing to pay for things they don't want to pay that much money for? My goodness. What handsome YouTuber has been saying that for like 2 years? Hollow Knight Silksong is such a gigantic fuck off to the AAA industry, and I love to see it. It is a small team with a small budget who released the game at a fair price with as many avenues for accessibility as humanly possible. You want to play it through a subscription service? Sure. You want to pay $20 for it? Sure. You want to play it on this platform or this platform or this platform? Fucking go for it. Play the game. We're just going to make a good game and make it as accessible as possible at a price that people are willing to pay. What is so fucking hard about that? So God bless ya, Hollow Knight Silksong. I now have to go back and finish the first game. Because, I mean, I've said it a million times. I love Metroidvanias, and I love 2D action platformers. I love Souls-likes, and Hollow Knight has elements of all three of those things, but just for some reason I never finished the first game. I really don't know why. I should probably go back and just restart it and, you know, just go from the top and really dive into it, and then I can play Silksong. Once, you know, it loses the majority of its player base and the game is a failure because the concurrent player count has gone down by 80%. Now it only has 100,000 players in the middle of a work week because, God forbid, we measure the success of a single player game in any way other than Steam charts. God, I'm fucking fired up today. This is what happens when I go to work. Okay. Never go to work ever in your life. Okay, Doofus Club time. MadFox94, XJ Induction, fucking Piplup in a bowler hat, Biscuit 1101, Cellar Rock, Bear Brand, Max Killer V2 Gaming, Stick Rider, Broken K on, Profile for the Wrath of the Gang, Poker for the Rat King, Freshly Milked Man, Nut in Your Butt, no motorcycle yet, but I got my first car, Devastator 2000, Stephen Christensen, Jake Spider Monkey 1994, hashtag BanJTV, Gara Secret Horse Son, Colonel Doofus, Schmo from Schmattles, The Schmitz, Chris Void, Bass Dennis, oh no, it's Solid Alex, hashtag BanJTV, Gaming with Dead People, Muskie, Kyle Ward 789, Big Fudge, Thick McRun Fast, I hate Call of Duty, it fucking ruined my life, Wings, Clip the Penguin, to JoJo 6, Moltheme, The Beast Sims, Really Sir, Oracle, Return of the King, Rise Upside Down, Pedro Pascal's Left Hand, Nate, Blast 1314, Jimmy Chops, I'm Aaron, PC Gamer, apologize to your wife, Joe, sorry, Master Killer, Fire 2056, Firestorm 2056. Fuck. Demetrius Papagiorno, Tom Snorlax, and Dan Porter Bridges, Unknown 186718, Zombie Killer 5072, Official Dregs. I call my GF Bracelet because of what she likes in bed. I still don't get that. Edgar Type of Horror, Grimsy, Ed Shadow Bear 1789, Kushku, Unicorn Rocker, Benefondu. I live in DSPS walls. And I forget fucking stealing his fucking forks. I really need to make this fucking money. Rings of Redemption, T-Train, Rising Sense, and Nikage, and Onvola. I lied. I didn't forget to change my name. Partial Mean 8, Volkswagen, Codman 4372WX, The Gamer 127YT, Alderatha 1, Doug Nigsy, Smile, Snake Eyes 327. I changed my name back to Gamer Word 72, MK296E, Pentax, Machina Gamma, Elite Fire Wazard 105, Tech Gaming Jungle Zone Slim Jim, Lord Bowser II, Joe laughs at us in the moat, ha 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 ha, Lord Bowser 105, Gay Local Adult with Autism, PC Gamer. Sounded like I was doing like a radio spot there. And welcome back to Lord Bowser 105, Coast 103.5. How many of you also spent the Christmas years in Southern California with listening to Coast 103.5? Ding dong ding. Have a holly jolly Christmas. I sent at least one fucking person back with that. As long as I just shot one person back in time with that joke, it was a success to me. Where the fuck was I? Gay local adult with autism. That's where I was. The gay local adult with autism. PC Gamer, Jessica Sparrow. I was so good at it, and then I fucked it up again. Jessica Shepard, Ricky Spell, Ricky Katabi. Don't know about Gara's Horse, but I'll be the Godfather, Queen of the Steel Angel, Troller, Stinky Rat, Sergeant Jason Bond, Baron Von Vaderham, 6771, Cyrus 6771. I keep doing that. Two texting on 940. I snuck on your PC and pre-order Black Ops 7 with your PC on your money. Creed Warrior 23, Max the Chev, Simply the Chat, Totally Insane, Gara King of Horse Girls, Lover of Horse Girls, Fuda. The Knight of Cypher, ML04, Iron 6 copies. I clicked 2006 on Blu-ray, Wolf of Midnight, Stick Big Bean is Stick There's no stick. Why do I keep saying stick? Stick Rider used to be after Pig Venus, and it fucks my brain every time now. Pig Venus, Steve Wynn Studios, Phil McCracken, Ohm Gaming, Tariq Brown, Thordscade, Maganex, Severin Evans, Mr. Spawning 03, it's a kindly different YMX of Pow Pow, Donnie Weston, Nick Donegan, Draws Max on Twitch, come hang y'all, Gob Godson, Rogue Winter 19, Bobby, I keep memorizing the order, and then the order changes. Zach Thane, Candy Kitten Fanny, Hangman for Hire, Eldon the Wolf, Frost Crystal, Biogenesis, Ian in Action, Floppy Pinkus 97, Mega Key, Scrubisco, Ghost Ho, Ryusagi, Vasco, Raptor Sam, Mama Step 94, Blue Hook, Film a Tip, Mr. Techno Squeak, Jody Pettis, Jody, Pet Us, Smitty, Working Man, Jensen, McAdvertisement, Diego Garcia, Kibikins, Iron American Idiot, Harmon Smith, Arthur Chin, Oh No, It's Justin, Rand, Rude, Toonie Winix, Freeling Wolf 7, Joey Scoops, Smelling Wrestling Geek, Joe Taku, Retro, Wedemo, Wannabe Hobo, Jish, Westa, Bill 310 Jar, Rob Z, Veg, Groove Nana, Curtin, Ouncemack, Saul Hath, and Eldo Ring is the Baldur's Gate of Dark Souls. That was by far one of the worst Doofus reads I've ever done in my life. Congratulations. It's evolving, just backwards. Okay, toodles.